Welcome back to Got Fuels Model Car Garage. We are here with the big announcement, and I have my special guest and good friend of mine, Mr. Fred Henry, over at West Georgia Rods and Customs,
Where we
aka
love you, we need
Snappy
you.
Pappy, given to you gracefully by our buddy Senior.
Isn't that the truth? God love him. I tell you, honored to have that, and I'm gonna carry it with me the rest of my life.
Oh yeah, yeah. I guarantee you, I won't miss a day without calling you Snappy.
That is true, boy. I tell you, that old feller, he was quick bodied, he was quick witted. We've already heard that, and he just that first night after we talked about the snap kit that I built and all that, it was just like snappy pappy. I was like, well,
That
I've
was in
done.
your live too, wasn't it?
Yeah, uh huh, yep.
He named you Snappy Pappy in your
Yep.
live stream.
Yep. God love him.
Yep.
He was my producer. One
Was
of
your
my
sergeant
producers.
or your arms?
Yeah.
Sergeant
He
of
was
arms.
he was sergeant of arms. Yeah.
Yeah.
So and I had Daniel son, little mini Munch. He was over there. He was another one of my executive producers. But definitely Senior is going to be missed, but we ain't
Without
gonna
a doubt.
forget him.
Without a doubt.
Which leads up to what we're talking about this tonight, this afternoon, whenever we post this or y'all watching it. We got the big announcement on a lot of things, and Brian, I'm gonna let you lead off on the good part.
The good part, the build date, the start date of the tribute build is going to be April 1. No, it's not. It's not a April Fool's joke.
April Fool. Nope.
We know Senior was a clown and liked to joke around, but no,
Yeah.
April 1 is the
But
official kickoff
we
date.
couldn't have picked a better date to do this. Like I said earlier, he's quick witted, and if you wasn't in front of him by about 2 minutes, you was backing up.
Yeah, oh
So,
yeah, yeah. You was
but
going,
yeah,
yeah. You had to know what the other person was going to say before they said it in
mm-hmm.
order to get a
Yeah,
good joke on somebody.
you had to stay 2 steps ahead of him.
Video editing, Brian here. I mentioned it at the very ends of the video, but I wanted to get it in here early. Please, y'all, tag me in the description of all your videos that you're going to do for the senior tribute build. Not in the title. Tag me in the description. I'll get the notification. I'm gonna put a playlist on YouTube on my channel, and you'll be able to go play all the videos there. Thank you.
So,
Yep.
but yeah, April the 1st is going to be the start date. We've had a lot of questions about what I built for Senior. That feller loved everything.
Everything
He
modeling.
watched all of our builds, which mostly everybody over here in the United States are about 95% auto, truck cars. The other 5% is going to be armor, planes, things like that, figurines. But he joined in everybody's hangouts and lives that built all the mentioned genres, and people's been what do we build for him? Build anything,
Anything. And
anything.
not only did he go into other people's live streams that built everything, he watched all the videos
Mm-hmm.
for everything. We would be in a live stream and he would say, I saw X do that, use this technique on a tank or
Mm-hmm.
something. And, so he watched everybody's, especially if his health was fine.
Mm-hmm.
But, and if he commented on your video, he watched it from beginning to end.
And he
All,
left a comment.
yeah. And he left a comment. So yes, the, he was the biggest, supporter without a doubt of this community just for doing that part. And I
Mm-hmm.
so wished he would have fulfilled his dream and got his uh, lung replacement and been able to build a model from beginning to end.
Yep.
That's my biggest, what you say, what uh,
Well, I have kind of called him the ambassador of our model,
yeah,
or of the community, and you know, he was an ambassador. I mean, I couldn't pick a better thing to call him other than my friend because I mean, it didn't matter if it was in the morning in the afternoon. If they was a live on, I could guarantee he would be in there. And if he was ever in our live, we were always cutting up, but there was a serious side of him as well. And we
Yeah,
have,
if you pissed him off, he would let you know.
oh yeah,
He
yeah,
would
he would
tell you
let you
to
know.
F off in a
Yep,
heartbeat.
yep. Excuse me.
All right, so let's get on. We're gonna show you the decals and kind of run through them real quick. It actually only wound up being one sheet, but for our friends here in the U.S., they gave me a price of $10, and in pound, so in British pound, that translate to 7.82 as of this is the 13th, and we're recording the video. So, um, it might fluctuate a little bit. Shipping, I don't really know much on that. I know forever stamp here, and it ain't no bigger than what's going to go on an envelope is a
Hmm.
dollar,
Yeah.
which is a little under a pound for you guys. But that being said, they don't have direct ordering across the pond on the website. Um, what you'll have to do is click on the link, get the item number. You're going to have to email them, tell them the item number you're interested in, and they'll give you your shipping options, which will be standard. UPS, both standard and UPS do not have tracking. FedEx is the only one that has tracking from doorstep to doorstep. That's not going to be cheap.
Mm-mm.
So you might want to choose one of the lesser options. I'm gonna leave it up to you. I'm still waiting to hear back on a possible bulk order to go over to oh hell, what's his name?
Man,
Man's
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 hobbies. Yeah.
Man's models Man's model. It's Alex Mann. So he has a hobby store. We might work something out with him where he can bulk order. Hey guys, video editing Brian here. I just wanted to let you know, especially my UK brothers and sisters, that Alex with Man's Model Moments has is going to bulk order the decals. They are he is offering going to offer them for 10 British pound, shipping included. He I will link his YouTube channel, his home web page, and I will also link a direct link to where you can buy the decal. Now, this is for UK residents. I'm going to ask y'all in the UK to please support him. I've only recently come to know him, and he's a superb gentleman. He really is a great guy. Please, y'all over in the UK, buy other stuff from him. He seems to be a very, very, very nice man and generous to do this. Only thing is he's wanting to get a count before he does his bulk purchase. That way he can order plenty and some extras. He's going to have them shipped to a fellow builder here that he's already having some packages shipped to him from the United States. So yeah, y'all please go over there and support Alex. Is what he's doing for the community is really outstanding. For my other worldwide residents, unfortunately, you're still going to have to send them an email with your postal code and the decal you're interested in, and they will reply back to you with your shipping options. So back onto the video. And but I think by the time he tries to cover his FedEx rate and then he told me standard shipping over there was £2, Fred,
Mm.
£2 for standard shipping.
Wow.
You're probably going to wind up paying the exact thing. It's not going to be a lot of difference. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's pull up the decals now, Fred, and
Okay.
we're gonna show y'all what we got. So we're gonna kind of work in from left to right. First thing I absolutely love, and I almost wish this um, decal for the license plate. It has Kentucky on it, and the state of Kentucky is between the lips and ass.
Hmm.
Could you imagine if it was lips, my Kentucky ass?
Because I know he would have told a lot of people that on
They kiss my
occasions.
Kentucky ass.
Kiss my Kentucky ass.
Some people
So
would call him a hillbilly, but
yeah, but he was. Yeah, that was golly boy. It was. He was. He would have said that in a heartbeat. I tell
yeah,
you
oh
what.
yeah, wouldn't he though?
Hmm. And then I know a lot of people. I mean, if you're watching this, say for the first time, and you're wondering why "Kiss My Ass" is on there, that is that was just our way. If you watch our hangouts on Saturday night, it's really a term of endearment that we would do with Terry, and he's the one that really kind of coined the phrase "kiss my ass." But "kiss my
In the
ass" equals,
conversation with Jamie G.
yep, with Jamie G. That's where it began, and Jamie G and Senior got they got riled. Well, Jamie G got Senior riled up, and Senior's like, "Kiss my ass," which we really wasn't meaning it. It was just really get off my ass, and but I still love you,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and we did, and that just kind of got to be. If you watch some of our later videos, before, I was usually the one to sign off at 9 o'clock because I'd always tell Senior, well, I'm going to chase Vicky around the living room. And before I left out of there, old Senior would look at me, well, Pappy, kiss my ass. I said, I love you too, you old
Yep,
goat.
yep,
So
yep.
it's just a term of endearment. It's nothing, that we are being mean about. It's just how we were. We're just,
It's our YouTube community. I love you.
yep, it is. And we
That's
do.
in a nutshell. It just means I love you, brother,
Yep. Hmm.
and to take care, and we'll see you later.
But looking at all the font down through there, we tried to choose different fonts that might fit your building style or something like that. Also with the colorations of it, as far as black on white or white on black and what have you, solid white. We did that primarily with whatever you're building. If it's a dark color, light color, it'll still stand out and
Right.
make that bill. So you can either put it on the quarter panels or on the door panel if you're doing a drag or something like that. Or if you're, and like I said earlier, we're not limiting the any of what you can build. I mean, you could put this like on the plaster it on the side of the, and we're going to work toward this, and we'll get over to the nurses here in a second. But I could see this blazoned on a bomb or something
Oh yeah,
on
absolutely.
on an old World War II aircraft or on a missile. I mean,
Right. And
so
even like in Desert Storm, the previous the really not long ago wars that have happened is the soldiers, they would write stuff on the barrel of the tank,
yep, sure
and
would.
this could go very well with something like that.
Yep,
The
very
only
well.
thing that this is the official decal, but it's the unofficial decal as far as the only thing they're adding is with each font they are making the "kiss my ass" longer. I measured it off, and it was like 22 millimeters.
Yeah. So
And your average trunk lid is maybe 50ish, so I'm having
yeah,
them stretched to about 40.
yeah.
Um,
So you can put it in different areas. That whether you're a armor builder, plane builder, car, truck, what have you. So, and again, right there, as far as with the the lettering and the coloration, yeah, it'll look perfectly good wherever you put it at, whether it's a
yeah,
dark color or a light color.
right.
So
And then I was asked about it in memory of, so Terry Thacker Senior. So
yeah,
we couldn't put dates in; it would be way too big for
yeah.
like a window or something like that.
So
Um, and then we got what I really like is if you don't want the word ass
yeah.
on your model, which I get, there's lips my donkey,
Mm-hmm.
and then you got the little cartoon figure with
the old
a lip
pucker.
on his behind, and he's pointing at it.
Because really, and I know Brian and I, we go to a lot of shows, the IPMS, and I'm not picking on IPMS, but sometimes they are kind of, that's a little, I wouldn't say risque, but it's not something that, that if a child, and I can understand that, if a child's walking down through there and they go, Daddy, what's
I'm
that
taking
say?
mine.
Kiss
I'm taking
my.
mine with it on there. I'm taking mine with it
And
on
they'll
there.
make you that sometimes if you take it to a show, they may ask you to cover that up. So we try to stay sensitive to that fact as well. So
Yeah. And then we got some race themed seniors.
yeah,
I was asked about somebody wanted to do a Connie Coletta type dragster.
mm-hmm.
And if you want to not use the Connie Coletta stuff, you can put the seniors over the door in different fonts or styles. You can just have SR senior and his birth year, 56.
Yeah,
Just an old school NASCAR type numbers.
Yep. And again, with the coloration, if you're doing a light color, dark color, what have you. So, that would, I can see, golly, man, I see a lot of people that, they build, a lot of them, may choose to build either drag or a NASCAR or
Even a NASCAR that's a kiss my ass NASCAR, just open a box, painted a color, kiss my ass NASCAR, put kiss my ass all over that.
Yeah, thing. And for all y'all that's watching this, Senior, his favorite color, and I'll jump right. I ain't gonna. I'll reveal what I'm building here in a minute, but Senior's favorite color was black, and that's leading into what I'm going to build for him. But we'll cross that bridge here in a minute. But
right.
And then moving on over the 56, that was 56 is the year that he was born. So
right.
we put that into the consideration as well.
And lastly, you gotta have a risque nurse.
And if you don't understand that, and if you didn't know Terry, because I'm here to tell you, there's actually, bless his heart, as much as he was in the hospital, I'm sure I can just picture those nurses going, "Oh God, here comes that dirty old man again.
Here comes this crazy ass old man again."
Yeah, and but he was in the hospital a lot, which he would, when he was in the hospital, he'd change from hobby barn. Well, this is hospital barn now.
Yeah, hospital barn.
And but he was always, even in his sickest, and he was always joining our hangouts in the hospital bed. And one night, I don't know if it was on my hangout or your hangout, we listened to an entire conversation. We all shut up in the hangout. We listened to Senior
trying to pick up a nurse
in the hospital, and we're just sitting there just laughing our butts off. I was like, golly, old man.
And then at Acme last year.
Yeah.
It was right there around Halloween, so that the waitresses were dressed up in Halloween outfits, and one of them was dressed as, she was almost a little gothy nurse, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was gothy, but she was a little top heavy also, if I remember correctly.
She was kind of cute.
Yeah. Yeah, and of course, Senior's sitting over there in his wheelchair, and he's sitting there going, "Pappy, Pappy." I'm sitting there going, "I see her. I'm not blind."
He hit her up for a number.
Vicky's sitting right here beside me, and I'm fixing to get a skillet across my head. You old goat.
He hit her up for a number, didn't he?
Yeah. Yep. Sure did.
I was sitting on the other side, so I missed all that. But I know I heard that whole half of y'all over there just bust out.
Yeah, we were just laughing our butt off. But
Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Well, yeah,
no, I wouldn't. That was it. But I mean, I just, if you didn't know Senior and his affection for nurses, man,
that's the only action the poor old guy had for a while. I'm
sure was. But that was it was always great to see him pop in. I remember one time he kind of went dormant, and we wasn't hearing from him, and we were pretty worried about him. And
when he found out he couldn't have the lung transplant.
Yeah, he couldn't have, and he just went silent. And we almost put an APB out on him, and we finally got,
didn't have a kid, contact to one of his kids, or his wife. And finally one day I called and he answered the phone.
Yeah.
And we had a very long conversation, and I told him, I said, don't you ever do that to us again, Senior. I said,
No,
we love you. And, these are things we need to know. And from that point on, he was really open with us
he
about
really
the
was.
positive and negative of
Yeah,
like when his cancer diagnosis,
yeah,
he didn't hesitate. He explained it
no,
shortly, as as long as he can, but he made it as compressed as he can because he was in a lot of pain to talk.
yeah,
And
yeah,
boy, we gonna miss him in the live streams. I
yeah.
every
I
Saturday for 2 years, just about. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, I mean, it's going on 2 weeks now, and it ain't it ain't like me not to get a text from that old feller.
Yeah,
But I can say one thing. Since his passing, it's gotten me more in tune with my religion. I would say I come in here last night and I didn't watch hardly anything on YouTube last night, but I come in here and I did some building on this kit, and I come back in there and I come walking in. I have my Bible up under I keep my Bible back here with me a lot just in case when I want to read. And I went in there and I plopped down in the chair, and Vicky's like, "Something bothering you?" Because usually when something's bothering me, that's when I usually reach out and open crack a Bible open. I know I don't act like I'm the biggest Bible. I'm not a Bible thumper, but I know where my religion's at, and I know where I stand, with the man above. So,
right.
and I know, Senior, you're probably up there giving tips on how to paint. Make sure you wear your respirator up there, because I don't want you. I don't want you spreading bad habits
By the
up
time
there.
I get up there, you better still be breathing.
Yeah, you better. I'm sure he will. He's up there where it's a lot better than it is down here
Oh,
in this
ain't that the
mess.
truth?
So,
Ain't that the truth?
but
So we're getting close to 20 minutes now.
yeah,
Real
this is a
quick,
long
what are you going
review.
to build, brother?
Oh gosh, our hangout right before, right after Senior was, he come in our hangout and he told us he was diagnosed with cancer, and that just. So a couple of days rolls by, and I text him, and I was like, "What you mean to build you?" And then he was on the hangout with us, and he come in there. He said, "Pappy, I don't want you to go buy a kit. I know you got plenty of them out there on the shelf. I want you to build me a '67 Chevelle Pro Street. Do it Pappy style." I said, "All right, what color you want it?" He said, "Black." I was like, "Dang, buddy, you put me on the spot," because he knows I hate spraying black, but I can make that thing shine like a diamond in a goat's eye end.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna do a '67 Chevelle Pro Street. I've never built one completely. That's why he wanted
That's
me to do that.
unfreaking believable because you got half of them that are in the country right now.
Yeah, I know. But
The whole country.
I'm gonna pull one. I'm gonna crack the seal on that thing April the 1st, and I've got a lot of stuff planned for it. It'll be a lot of stuff out of the kit, but there's gonna be I'm gonna do something I've been wanting to do for a while, so I'm gonna kind of with that particular kit. So I'm gonna keep that kind of as a hanger for everybody to come and watch and see what I do. But
And
what about you?
I am going to do. I'm going to do a '69 Camaro.
Wow, man.
I'm going to do it pro touring, but I'm going to put some meats on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably going to do it the color of his 1-to-1. And I won't do a rag top though, or not a
You
rag top, but a vinyl top.
gonna put
It'll
a
all
dog?
be
You gonna put a
yeah.
dog house on the front?
Uh, not no no.
You ain't gonna put that dog house
I'll,
head like his?
I'll see about the motor before I decide what how big the doghouse is going to be.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
um uh I contacted him, and he was telling me about his '69 Camaro. Speaking
Mm-hmm.
of the Camaro, the decals they are working on, but they're about 2 or 3 weeks out. So and they already told me they're going to be like $15 for just those Thacker Garage, Terry's Toys decals. They
Yeah.
said they can't make out what's on the front fender. I completely understand that.
It looks like a lot of livery, like Krager, da 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 da, STP, things like that. So,
No, there's a saying on the front left quarter.
are
There's
they? Okay.
something on there.
Okay.
Hell, it could be "kiss my ass."
It could be. It should be.
I know there's some like Moroso decals.
Yeah,
up on
I
the
did
dog
see
house.
those. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that, oh man, that's going to be killer. That's just
So.
perfect for him. So,
And I am looking forward to what everybody's going to do. I hope
So
we
am
haven't
I.
gone too long to make sure that this part I mentioned is to please tag me in your comments, not not in the comment, in the description of your video, not in the title. Tag me in your description,
Yeah.
and I'm going to create a playlist on YouTube. That way, everybody can just come to my channel and pull up that playlist, and they'll be able to just watch the videos until from beginning to end.
Yeah.
They play automatically. So with that being said, I think we need to go on, get out here. This one's going kind of long.
Yep. And I'm fixing to get a little bench time. I'm sure the boss is probably on her way home as we speak.
It's a little after 4 here, so Brian's got to eat dinner and jump into bed.
And I'm going to have some bench time. And you know what, folks? As I always say, if you can
Dream it.
if you dream it, build it. God bless y'all.
Peace out, y'all.